Welcome, everybody that's returning, and those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I am going to be performing a reading for you guys today. So, we are calling upon the Most High God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters, our ancestors, and our spiritual team of highest light and resonance. We're asking that they protect us and the archangels. Specifically Archangel Michael, that they protect us and cloak us and shield us from all negativity, from all psychic attack, from all witchcraft, from all voodoo, from all harassment, and from all bullying. We ask that we be delivered from all sin and iniquity, and that God continue to shine his beautiful face upon us and give us aid when we call for it. We also ask and thank God for everything that God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters, and the Most High, and our spiritual team of highest light and resonance does for us. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. All glory, honor, and praise goes to the Most High God for everything that I do and everything that I am. I would be nothing without the Most High, and I would be nowhere and no one without God being a part of God's creation. So we thank you, God. We praise you. We worship you. We glory in you. And thank you, thank you, thank you for everything so much. Please continue to bless and protect and prosper this platform, my divine light work, and my life purpose. And thank you for everything that you do for the chosen and for the righteous, and everything that you do for the wicked as well. Amen. Okay, so by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior, because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, persecute me, try to sue me, or blame me for any of your problems, okay? Since I can't choose people's thoughts and words, and I can't make decisions for people really need to know that they are the only people. Everyone is responsible for their own actions, their words, and their choices in life. I cannot choose any actions for people. All I can do is channel the energy that I'm picking up and give you the information that I'm getting from the Holy Spirit. Other than that, and give you messages. Other than that, I cannot think anyone's thoughts for themselves. I cannot diagnose anyone. I am not a doctor, and I cannot make decisions for people. So people need to understand that they're responsible for their decisions, both during the reading and after the reading. Okay. And so please, if you feel like any advice resonates, because this is a general collective reading, not all of it's going to resonate, but there will be messages for you in every reading. So I suggest that you guys watch every reading just at your leisure. Whenever you have free time, pick one of the videos you feel drawn to, and it will hold a message for you. Okay. So yeah. You're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes no copyright, no gatekeeping, no shadow banning, no harassment, no bullying, no pointing the finger at me, no blaming. Again, I am not to blame for whatever is going on in somebody else's life. I've had a couple people come on in the past couple of days and try to bully me, trying to accuse me of shit. And y'all need to really check yourselves, because the thing is you can see me and you can see who I am, but I don't know who the fuck you guys are. I only with my ability can I see you guys, but literally all of y'all that want to come against me, you're faceless fucking enemies that I do not know. So don't come into my chat, don't come into my energy, and don't come on my platform and try to blame me for whatever the fuck your problems are, because you're coming onto first of all, if you're coming into my collective and coming onto my platform, you're giving me consent to read your energy, point blank, period. And if you don't want me to read in your energy, then get the fuck off my platform. Okay. So I've warned everybody now. Don't bully me. Don't try to charge me for your problems. Don't come at me. Nothing I'm doing here is illegal. Okay. Nothing that is being done on this platform is illegal. None of it's wrong either. So the people that keep trying to fuck with me, you've been given the last, I'm going to continue to give out warnings because that's what my job is. But As far as whatever happens to these people after the warning's given, I do not give a shit. And I won't be asking God to take away a punishment when you shouldn't be bullying people or blaming people for your problems. When you're the one that creates your own reality, you should not be blaming anybody else for what's going on in your life, point blank, period. So that's my legal disclaimer. My full legal disclaimer is in the description box below. Now, if any of you have any personal questions, you can always send me a $20 super chat, $20 PayPal, or $20 Cash App. Okay. And then once that's gone through, you can ask your personal question. I will pause the collective reading that I'm doing for everyone and use another deck of cards to answer your question. Okay. Welcome in, Amelia. I hope you're having an awesome day. So that is what I'm doing at this time to service the public and to help people so that you don't have to spend and take advantage of this while it's here, because in the future, I may not be on this platform, or I may not be even helping people at all. I may, choose to just retire or some shit from doing this type of work because, it's nice to see you as well. Yeah, so just take advantage of the low price, $20 for a question. Ooh, you can still go to the pool. That's awesome. Oh, it's cold. Yeah. So anyways, take advantage of the low price because you're not having to pay hundreds of dollars, which that's what I would be charging for my readings. Okay. Whenever I do a reading, I don't just tell you what's wrong and then not do anything about it. I will always give you like constructive instructions, basically, so that you can go clean the issue up yourself or what part. And then if there's something that needs to be cleared, I can clear it. And another psychic I work with that sees the same things that I do, that person can also clear energy. So, it's not like you're going to hear something bad and then nothing is going to come like only bad will come from that. That's not what these readings are for. Okay. So let your friends and family members know, or anybody that is struggling in life and they need some guidance on, if it's a relationship, if it's a job, whatever it is, let them know that I'm on here almost every day. Usually people, when they work, they have at least one day off a week. So they can come, basically, and they can come and get readings. And so let people know that they're not alone and that there is help. And if they don't want anybody knowing who they are, I mean, I'm sure people are not coming on here to look to see who's asking questions, but if they are afraid of that, then just tell them to use a new YouTube account and create a username that is, I don't know, like random, like Hot Bunny 101 or, Pink Rabbit, some shit. I don't know. Just like create a username that would not give away who you are. Okay. And so that's what I would suggest people to do. All right. And then share this platform if you feel comfortable with sharing it. Share it with other people. Share it on your social media. Let's spread these messages so that they can get to the people that it's meant to. Okay. All right. Now that that's been said, we're going to get into the reading. So you guys, happy 11/11 portal. Okay. We're literally jumping into a Christ consciousness portal today, y'all. Welcome in, Dr. Everywhere MP4. We are jumping into this portal today, and we are going through a mass ascension. Well, at least some of us are. Not everybody will be ascending to a higher frequency, but some of us will be. Oh, also, it is imperative that you like the video, okay? The more likes we get on the video, the more that these messages will get to the people that need to hear them, and the more that the Christ consciousness will spread. So please like the video. If you can't like the video, then you shouldn't be watching my platform, because that is considered energy harvesting. Okay. It is free to like the video and it's free to subscribe. It's not going to cost you anything, and it's not going to hurt you in any type of way. All right. It just lets the algorithm know that this content is worth watching, listening to, etc. Okay. And so, I'm supporting you guys. So I expect people to act right when they come on this platform. First of all, I expect them to be honest, act right, and then just like the video. Like I said, it's not going to hurt anybody, and you may even get some good karma by supporting somebody who works for God. Okay. So we are in an ascension portal Right now, the collective is transforming. Welcome in, Fashionista. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a good day. So it's interesting that the 1111 portal is falling on a Tuesday, which is the day of war. So it feels like we're going to be, this big spiritual war on the suppression or oppression, however you want to look at it, of consciousness, of Christ consciousness. We're making a major breakthrough today. We will be transcending the past and moving into the future. And so I'm very excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. Okay, the 1111 portal, I've been waiting a long time for this one because it's going to bring about a lot of new beginnings. The number 1111 is about a twin flame journey. It's also about new beginnings, inspiration, hope, wishes fulfilled, dreams coming true. I mean, the number is probably one of the coolest angel numbers that exist. So the fact that we've got 1111, it's basically, how this matrix works is based off of numbers and letters, right? And each letter has a number value. So anyways, so yeah, basically this is going to be a really good reading. I can already tell. All right, let's see what comes out with the magical dice for a foundation. So you could be establishing a foundation at this time. You guys could be finding that it's much easier for you to manifest, and it's much easier for you to attract the things, places, people, and situations that are going to be beneficial to your spiritual development and your future. Okay, the number 1111 is also about a spiritual awakening. So you could be going through another spiritual awakening. Yes, there is more than one. I went through probably my first one. Well, I've always been kind of spiritually awakened because of my abilities, but I went through my first real awakening in 2012. When everybody was like, oh, the world's going to end. I mean, they said in 1999 the world was going to end. Whatever, the world is not ending. And if the world does end, it's just the creation of a new world. So, we are masters of manifestation. We are as human beings, and we can slip into other timelines. Okay, that's where the Mandela effect comes from. If you don't know, the Mandela effect is basically when you've slipped into a universe where something is a slight change to what the truth is. Okay, so they name it the Mandela effect after Mandela. What was his name? Something Mandela. Anyways, people saw him pass away in 1987 on the TV. And so Andish, make sure you read what's written what I've written in the chat, okay, about asking personal questions. So anyways, Nelson Mandela, that's his name. I was like, what is it, Mason Mandela? No, it's not Mason, it's Nelson. Anyways, there was a whole group of people, a lot of people actually, that saw him be executed or saw his execution in 1987 on TV. But then later on, he went to become the president of South Africa, et cetera, et cetera. So they call it the Mandela effect because that's the biggest Mandela effect, right? All right, let's get the likes up, you guys. So anyways, you could be experiencing Mandela effects. You guys, if you're in the back roads, you could be slipping into other dimensions for short periods of time. There's going to be a lot of like shifting of the matrix and dimensional shifts happening today. Okay. So just be aware of that, and don't be afraid. Just know that you're a master manifester. If you shift into an alternate dimension where something is slightly different than the one that you're used to, that's okay. Move through those dimensions and continue to shift. Okay. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I'm Matilda. I love that name. I'm glad that you're here. So yeah. All right, so let's see what is coming into the collective's frequency at this time, what Spirit wants you to know about, basically. I'm going to cut the deck. Well, I guess it's about a foundation you've built. Ooh, the Eight of Swords. Somebody is in the hot seat. Somebody might be in some major trouble, whoever your enemy is. The Eight of Swords is like, somebody being restricted, somebody going to jail. What is it, a Tuesday? Somebody could literally be going. I guess that they could pick people up to go to jail any day of the week. Well, I don't know why I think that you can only go to jail on Monday through Friday. No, it's court. It's court that happens Monday through Friday, not jail. So, anyways, this person could be. It could be spiritual jail or physical jail that this person is on their way to. And the thing is that this person's really afraid and paranoid about your success. They tried to destroy something, and now whatever they tried to destroy in your life, if they have that in their life, that's being destroyed. So somebody is actually going to jail. I'm literally picking up on somebody having an arrest warrant. This person was attacking you almost every day, and they're being restricted from being able to do this. The Eight of Swords talks about limitations. It talks about being trapped into living by other people's rules, which is basically like prison. It also talks about domination. This person's being dominated by the demonic realm, and they're also up under some fiery ass judgment here with trying to falsely persecute you when you did nothing but help this person. Yeah, you have a community that's backing you. Somebody was trying to turn an entire group of people, whole community against you. And this has backfired because people see the truth now of who this person was and who you are. And they want to back the person who's actually connected to God, not the false prophet. So you were dealing with somebody who was a copycat. They were a weirdo. They were an enemy of yours, but they were posing as some type of friend or some type of relative or some type of fake ass bitch, man. That's like literally what I feel. The energy of this person is a fake person. They love to smile in people's face while they have a knife like behind their back. Like this person, the moment you turn around, will get ready to stab you in the back. So they have betrayed God by coming up against you. They've also really upset the Holy Spirit and the divine realm by trying to silence somebody who is a truth speaker. Magician. This person was trying to use magic, and they were trying to use, oh God, snakes and spiders. What are the human race afraid of? If we were to go in the subconscious of almost every person, it would confirmation be snakes and spiders, because that's a natural, it's something in nature that just kind of creepy. All right. The thing is that this magic that these people were doing against you did not work. Obviously, you're still able to speak, you're still able to move and breathe, and you're still in your body. Your soul, this person was trying to literally sell your soul to the devil, and it's their soul that's been sold. And you can't even sell your own soul because you don't own it. You didn't create it. God did, but whatever. These people are delusional, okay? They work for the devil or the Illuminati or the Masons or whatever satanic shit exists on this planet. And again, remember, you guys, that even if people say they're Satanists and they're Luciferians or whatever, that doesn't actually mean they're connected to demonic energy. That doesn't actually mean that they worship the devil. In fact, the majority of Satanists only like Lucifer because Lucifer is a rebel, basically, and rebelled against God's, just rebelled in general, okay? And so Satanists don't believe in following blind faith, which I don't either, okay? That's dangerous as fuck. You should not be following any human person around blindly at all. Use your intuition. Use your discernment, okay? Especially when it comes to these people. And don't be afraid of people that say they're witches or they're warlocks or they're Satanists, because just because they say that doesn't mean that they actually are that. In fact, there's a lot of people that want to be witches. They want to be magical, but they're muggles. They don't have any natural magic. You, though, you do have natural magic. It's always been with you. This magic that I'm talking about has always been within you. Okay, hold on. I just picked up on the person. There's somebody that's sending the evil eye again. So we invoke and evoke the eye of Ra right now against the enemy, and we rebuke their evil eye, and we protect ourselves from it. And thank you, Ra, for coming in and protecting us. So anyways, the Most High God wants you to understand that your purpose is bigger than this person's slander, okay? You're needed on this planet. So this person wanting to discard of you like a piece of garbage, they're not able to do that, and this may upset them, but that's okay. Let this person be upset. You are completely divinely protected, you guys. Especially at this time, God wants you to ascend and tap into that Christ consciousness knowledge and that frequency so that you can bring salvation to yourself and deliver yourself from this enemy. So this is somebody who is working double time on trying to get you locked up or trying to get you imprisoned or trying to get the spiritual realm to do something unjust against you. And now it's backfiring on this person. They tried to strip you of your protection. And this person could be saying, oh, they're doing protection magic. Dude, people are allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. Point blank, period. You can do protection magic if you want. You can do prayers if you can pray if you want. Who is this person? Like, who the fuck is this person to say that you can't protect yourself? Like, seriously? That's why disaster is striking this person when they're unaware, because they tried to strip protection that they didn't give. This person didn't give you your protection. They can't just come into your life randomly and take it away. Who the fuck do they think they are? They think this person thinks they're so much more important than they actually are. They don't even serve a purpose here, but you do. So you're meant to be, sorry, I have to cover her body up, but you're meant to be world renowned. That's the world card. You are meant to be known. You are meant to be seen. You are somebody that God is going to give blessings to because you will help those that are less fortunate. Okay. Also, I'm getting that you could be changing your residence or you could be switching jobs. This person, if they were an ex-coworker, they were trying to set you up and frame you for some type of fraud or theft or something like that. And now they're pissed off. This person could be evil eyeing. So let's say that if you do any type of work like what I do, this person is trying to mess with your messages. They're trying to mess with your platforms. They're trying to send the evil eye to everything. And this person is going to be annihilated. You're not going to have to lift a finger. God is going to do it for you, because this person is seriously, they were in the way. And the justice system is about to put this person away for a very long time. I'm getting 5 to 10 years or even more than that for whatever they've done. So they were committing some type of crime. Okay. You're entering into a period of happiness and joy that will not be messed with. These people that were trying to mess with you in the past, they don't hold any actual power. They're weak. They're very weak individuals. I just rolled the number 3, which means the number of mastery, the Holy Trinity, things coming into balance, things coming into alignment. Okay, for you. And so again, these people are just very envious, very jealous, very greedy, very lustful. They're very much operating from the 7 deadly sins. Okay, gluttony, all that shit. This person was trying to change the way that you appear to others. They wanted you to be ugly. In what fucking world? You are a beautiful soul. There is nothing anybody can do or say that's gonna, and yes, gossip and slander is a form of black magic, but there's nothing that these people can do or say that's gonna change the genetic makeup of who you actually are, which is of God. So these people, they can try if they want to, but they're gonna be severely tormented for it. What I just say, 9 of Swords, tormented. The 9 of Swords is like probably, I don't know, the 9 and the 10 of Swords, probably the worst cards in the deck, in the whole tarot deck. This person can't get out of bed because they were trying to live off of your energy. Well, and this is the thing. This person's a copycat weirdo freak, imposter, impersonator. They thought that they were going to just live off of your, let's get the likes up, you guys. Live off of your inheritance. They thought that they were going to live off of your, whatever this person has done to recently oppress you, they're being reprimanded for it in the spiritual and the physical. So they're basically in bed. They can't get out of bed. They're in misery. They're being haunted by like ghosts, demons, ghouls, all sorts of shit that's scary as hell. This person is being tormented by the spiritual realm because of what they tried to do to you. They're also, depressed and drained, and they're overly extended. This person is very, very weak at this time. and they see you being strong and surviving. This person has been trying to oppress you and your platform and your whatever this work is that you do for a very long time. And God needs your work to be seen. So that's why this person is being imprisoned. Whether it's spiritual or physical, it doesn't really matter. They're being stopped. They're being given a plethora of problems to have to digest and work through, where before this person was they've always been a weak individual that has never had to go through anything in life. They were spoiled as a child or something. Maybe their parents never gave them consequences for anything. So this person is in for a very rude awakening to know that there will be consequences for their actions, their words, and what they've tried to do to another person. And anybody trying to oppress this platform, my other platform, or any of my work, those people are fucked. They're fucked. Because, Jesus told me one time that have faith in God to deliver you, because no matter how bad the suffering only lasts but a moment. Okay. Suffering, even limitations and lack and trying to beat somebody down and fuck with them like this, that's only going to be allowed to happen for a short amount of time. And the only reason God's allowing it to happen is so that you can learn how to protect yourself from people like this. So you can learn how to sniff the snake out, essentially, so that you don't fall victim to it. Because this person tried to victimize you, but you're not their victim. They're their own victim. This person was competing with you, 5 of Wands, very competitive energy. Let's get the likes up, you guys. We need to get at least 50 likes on the video for it to be monetized, for the algorithm to pick it up. Algorithm, pick these videos up and spread them to the general public. Thank you. Yeah, so if this person works for any type of institution that gives them any type of authority, this person's being stripped of that authority. Let's say that this person works for a hospital. If they were trying to gain access to your medical records illegally, they've been outed for that. If this person works for the courts, but it doesn't matter what they work for. Basically, they're being outed. They were trying to compete with you for your destined path, and they don't have the abilities, gifts, or blessings needed to fulfill the destiny that you are meant to do or be in this lifetime. So this person cannot compete where they don't compare. They're very jealous. They're very greedy. They're very lustful, and they want power. Do you know why God didn't give this person power? Because look what they've done already without having the spiritual power that you possess. Look what they've done with their mortal physical power that they have. They've abused it in some type of way, and they've tried to compete with you. This person really thought that they were going to get you locked up in prison and then replace you. Dude, if they unalive the original source of the information, how are they going to copy you in the future? This person forgets that they're not you. They will never be looked at like they're you. They forget that shit, which is insane to me. How do you forget that you're not somebody fucking else? Like, seriously, people are having identity crises, and it's causing a lot of severe problems on this planet at this time. People need to wake up and know who they are spiritually. This person will never know who they are spiritually because they don't value that. This person only wants things of the physical world. Yeah, the 1111 portal. They want to jump through this ascension portal with you and come with you on your journey, and they were not invited. You didn't invite them, neither did God. So this person might want to be mindful about trying to jump timelines and trying to block you and stop you, because that's exactly what's going to happen to them. In fact, people are competing for this person's position since they wanted to try to knock you out of your place. 2 of Wands. This person wants to know what you're thinking about, what you're working on, what you're creating. It's a big no. What your vision is for the future. It's a big no. What your new projects are. This person just wants to sabotage something, steal it, copy it, or replicate it, duplicate it, feed off of you. They're teeter-tottering on the fence of being you might be able to sue this person for defamation and for copyright. Like, they're teeter-tottering on a very dangerous fence here with this dumb shit. This person tried to challenge your authority, and by doing that, they challenged God, and this is why they're being restricted, because they shouldn't have came up against the Most High God's bigger plan for everything. And this person doesn't give a fuck. They don't care about the Most High God. Excuse me for saying that, God, but this person does not care about you, and they do not care about your plan for the human race, and that's basically why they're being discarded like the piece of garbage that they are. Four Cups. This person's super dissatisfied that they don't get to live in your destiny. Like, it's not their calling. This person needs to do their own responsibilities. Everybody has their own responsibilities in life. Why is this person trying to live your life for you? Like, that is insane to me. And they want to stay hidden, but the mere fact of them trying to cloak themselves is going to reveal who they are. People are really ignorantly dumb. Like, seriously. This person has a loss of interest in normal activities. They're depressed. They're self-absorbed. This person's a selfish, greedy piece of shit. And that's not my judgment. That's just what my gift is showing me. I don't feel the need to judge anybody because I don't give a fuck about anybody enough to judge them. And it's not my place to decide anything about anyone. But I will call people out on the way they behave. And this person's acting like a greedy fucking pig. Okay. Like an attention whore. And this person would literally lead other people to hell. They would lead people the wrong direction. That's why they're not supposed to be in your position. This person doesn't follow the laws of God. They've broken so many universal laws that they're literally, the laws are like breaking this person now. And so, yeah, of course they're going to be dissatisfied with not having this person doesn't understand that they're not going to be satisfied in life until they fulfill their own destiny. And they might want to stop sabotaging their own destiny by coming for yours. Because even if they sat in your position and wore your crown, they would never be happy with it because it's not meant for them. Which it's not possible for them to sit in your position or wear your crown. But they don't know that. Ace of Pentacles. This person just wants money. See, what you're working on, what you're creating, what you guys are inspired to manifest at this time is money, and it's beauty. It will bring in material possessions, you know. This person was trying to put pounds and pounds of weight on you, and they wanted you to think that it was a side effect of a medication or, you know, a eating disorder. This person could have been slandering you, saying you have an eating disorder. They're actually right now gaining a lot of weight. Whatever weight they put onto your body, it's coming off of your body and it's going back to this person that did this to you. Trying to make you fat, trying to mess with God's divine template and blueprint for your life. Who does shit like that? I mean, how disrespectful. The number 1 came out again. So basically, it's a new beginning. It's completely disrespectful. This is why you do not attack like this. You don't attack other people. Just don't do it. You'll never see me ever attack another person. Okay? Just randomly. You'll never see me do that because I don't want God to mess me over. I'm too scared to, basically. I would never do a death spell on somebody because I'd be afraid this shit would come back to me and kill me. That's why I don't fuck around with stupid shit like that. And so I suggest that you don't either, even though this person deserves, you know, they deserve to have every bit of witchcraft sent back to them. Just let God handle it. Vengeance is mine, so saith the Lord. And I know that sounds like, oh man, I want to get even, but you don't have to get even. You are already more than even with this person because you are a better person. Okay. So like you're dealing with a lesser being, basically. And that's not me saying that, oh, this person is less than. That's this person's actions and their choices on this planet makes them less than you because your choices are in the upright. Theirs are not in the upright. So yes, some people are better than others because of their choices, their words, their actions, and the way that they create. We all have the same opportunity and free will to choose the thoughts and beliefs that we want to have. But, you know, some people are better than others due to the fact that they make better choices. Okay. This person's got a lot of negative karma to work through, and they will not be rubbing that off on you or throwing it on you or exchanging any energy or any nonsense like that. This person will answer for every crime that they've committed in the spirit and the physical, and they will suffer those crimes in their own personal life just as any other person would. This person thinks they're like the exception to the rule because maybe they're white or they think they have pretty privilege. You know what? Like, I don't think pretty privilege actually exists. I've never been shown it. Maybe I'm not pretty, but whatever. Like, I've never been shown no fucking privilege because I'm white or pretty. Maybe I'm not white enough. But whatever, this person thinks that they have like literally pretty privilege type shit and they can get away with anything because they're white and they're pretty. No, you can't. 6, they think that also money can get them out of any situation, but it can't. The truth is that money cannot buy health. It cannot buy wealth. It cannot buy, well, wealth is health, abundance, happiness, joy, all the things that money cannot buy. So this person is obsessed with your finances. They're trying to, what's pocket pinch? I don't know what pocket pinch means, but they're trying to pocket pinch you. I don't know what that means. I don't think I've ever heard that before. But yeah, this person is literally trying to count your pockets, and then they're trying to argue with the spiritual realm, with God and with the archangels of why you don't deserve something that you have spent your energy, your life, and your time and your spirit on creating. Why would you not be worthy of receiving rewards for your hard work? Like, everybody should be paid for their work and their time. Time is money. You cannot get time back, which makes it very valuable. Okay. This person's about to find out that, yeah, you do deserve to be paid for your work, and you will be paid. God will make sure that you are paid. Even though these people try to block you and stop your finances and put you in poverty, God's not going to allow that to ever take hold of your life. And this voodoo witchcraft bullshit, it was really meant to do that to you. It was meant to knock you out of your chair. And these people are delusional that tried this. I mean, I can't imagine that there would be a stupid enough practitioner that would be dumb enough to do this to somebody. They must take anybody's money and say, oh yeah, I can do that for you, but no, the fuck they can't. Knight of Cups. Interesting that this person is popping out, because I don't get a good vibe from this person. I get that this Knight of Cups energy is some type of facade. Okay, this is not even the person that's doing this to you. Who is this Knight of Cups? Can we get some clarity on that? So somebody could be wanting to send in a lover to distract you from your divine life purpose, or to stop you and block you, to abuse you. They're sending in somebody who is a lesser being. Again, showing up as a knight. Like, this person doesn't have anything that you want. I don't know where these people are getting that you are desperate for love and desperate for companionship, desperate for whatever, but I don't pick up any desperation coming from y'all. So I don't know where they're getting this information. Maybe they just think that you're weak like they are, and that they can send in any old random man when they get ready to come in and abuse you and oppress you, into stopping helping the general public, basically. Yeah, this Knight of Cups does not stand a chance. You do not want a knight. You don't need a knight to be a friend. You don't need friends. When you have the Most High God, what the fuck do you need a human person for? Like, literally. These people are not going to take anything from you because they didn't give you what they want to take. God gave it to you. When God gives it to you, God gives to you in the way that the world can't take. So you literally have nothing to worry about. Turn down this offer. If any person, comes in love bombing you, wanting to pursue you, or wanting to be your best friend and get close to you, saying that they have a cup of love to offer, you don't need love from any fucking person. You have love from the Most High God. Why would you need a person's love? A person's love would come secondary to the love of the Most High, which is all encompassing. The love from the Most High is all encompassing. Yeah, these people just are jealous and envious. They're pissed off that you can stand on your own 2 feet. that you're a 9 of Pentacles, that you're single, self-sufficient. Let's get the likes up, you guys, and that you love yourself. They're mad that you're not needy, that you don't have to depend on a person, a lover, whatever. They want you to need them and to depend on them, and you just don't. These people know that they're not going to be able to backstab you. They also know they're not going to be able to stop you from being seen by the public. I rebuke these people in the name of Jesus Christ. I report their actions to the Most High God, and I ask for divine intervention. And I give these people to God. 4 of Wands. These people are watching you. They know that your projects are being completed, that your goals are being achieved, and that success is here for you. Okay. This is your 4 of Wands. It talks about how your goals are created and they're plentiful. Your ideas are money-making ideas. It says rewards are coming in from completed work. Money doesn't necessarily mean happiness, which just means you're going to have a lot of it. So reward yourself for the success that you've achieved. You've done very well. And these people see this. This person is crying because they can't set you up and frame you. Empress. So we hold both feminine and masculine energies within us, okay? The Empress is the divine feminine. This is why I said you're a higher being. You're a divine being. You're a loving, even if you're a man, you can still have Empress energy. You could be a mothering energy. You could be a nurturer, okay? Somebody who's very secure and protected. Your wealth is protected. So is your health. These people were trying to make you sick spells, catch the flu spell, all this stupid shit. What they were trying to send is literally being brought back on them tenfold, and they don't like that. They are like, why God, why? And these people don't even believe in God. Why would they even say God if they don't believe in God? That's, they just want, these people are greedy and needy and emotionally immature and intellectually stunted. Where normal people would be able to clearly mind their own business. These people, they have some type of behavior problem to where they can't mind their own fucking business. I don't know. I mean, nobody told this weird ass person that what goes around comes around. What you send out, you will get back. Nobody explained the law of attraction to them. Whose fault is that? Death? Literally, what they send out, they will get back. Death doesn't actually always mean like a physical death. It could just be the ending of something. And I get that this is the ending of a cycle. You're going through a rebirth right now. This is a major ending of a cycle. I'm picking up on a feminine energy here that's behind this Knight of Cups energy. But this Knight of Cups, this is an ending to this as well. This whole plot to bring some type of weird lover in and deceive you and stab you in the back. This person already tried to stab you in the back. They already did betray you to your fucking face and behind your back. And so they've done enough. Okay. They don't have any reason to get even with you because you never did anything to them. You standing in your power and being your authentic self is if you protecting your energy fucks this person up, then they were obviously an adversary and a threat. And they want to stay hidden, but they're going to be unveiled, literally. God uncloak these people, reveal them and expose them to the light of the truth, expose them to the general public, expose them to the police, and expose them to the justice system. Six again. So this is still about money, material wealth. The Emperor. Wow. So you're showing up divine feminine and divine masculine energies. And remember, we hold both. That's the whole yin yang balance going on within us. So, like, for example, you could, when it comes to finances, you could be in your feminine energy attracting a lot of new money. When it comes to protection, you could be in your emperor energy protecting your energy. Okay, so we step in for different roles that we play in our own life. We step in between the masculine and feminine energies from time to time. But this could also be talking about a divine pair, because the emperor and the empress are the perfect match. They're like the ruler of other peoples. And I'm hearing spirits start to talk shit now. And so I'm going to just change my frequency and tune into something that's positive, because I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. I don't care in any type of way what these people and their demonic entities have to say. I don't care. It's irrelevant to this reading, to be honest. So I rebuke them and I tune into the positive messages that come from spirit, not this low vibrational dumb shit. I don't care about it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to listen to it. I'm not allowing it in my reality. I rebuke it. And, these people can talk to them fucking selves. Literally, this is all because of what you do for a living. This Eight of Pentacles work that you do, these people are pissed off about it. Somebody wanted to sacrifice you so that they could copycat you. This person really thought that they were going to take you to court over copyright, and they're the copycat. Like, this person is an idiot. Or these people. Anybody that aligned themselves with this dumbass retard is going to suffer greatly. Because they wanted your foundation. They wanted your protection. This person could be wanting to come back and get in your good graces so that you can protect them from this poverty and lack, from, basically the law of attraction sending back to them what they sent to you, which is this Five of Pentacles energy. This is an ending to this person's housing situation. If they were on Section 8, is it Section 8? Whatever the free housing is, if this person was on that, they're no longer on that. They're being kicked out. If this person's parents was paying their rent, their parents no longer have the ability to pay their rent. If this person was living with somebody, they're being kicked out of that house. Whatever this was, this person is being casted away. A community doesn't want this person around anymore, whatever their community is. Their community thinks that this person is a ticking time bomb of negative karma, and that this person is drawing negative karma and bad things into the community and leading people astray. And that's exactly what this person is doing. That's why the community is awakening to who this person is and wants them removed. Ten of Wands, they're burdened though. Like, literally, all of these burdens that these people wanted to put onto you in your life, now they're being forced to carry, basically. These people wanted you doubting your self-worth. They wanted you not being confident. This person has no rest from their burdens. That's why they're in the Nine of Swords. They did too much. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit, Most High? This person was trying to kill off your Ace of Pentacles, your finances that come from the Heavenly Father, the Heavenly Mother, the divine realm. They were trying to destroy that. And now God is going to successfully destroy this person. The moon. They were doing something with moon magic to try to stop your finances, to block you, to put you in poverty, to make it so that a community didn't like you, so that you would be, welcome in, Nissa Ray. Literally. And Andishi, like I said, read what is written in the top part of the chat, okay? If you have a personal question, you can send me a $20 super chat, PayPal, or Cash App, all right? And then once that's gone through, I will use another deck of cards to answer your question, but I'm not just answering people's personal questions for free. And if this is about other people, if it's not your business, it's not your business, okay? To be asking about what's happening in other people's lives. You should be asking questions about your own life. And like, I will not just read other people's energy that don't give me consent, that have no idea that I'm tapping into their energy. I do not do that. The only way that I'll get any information on somebody else's energy is through the person that asked the question. But other than that, I don't just go around pulling cards on any old person. I'm not a fucking idiot. And I suggest that you mind your business. To be honest, that's what I'm getting from Spirit, is you need to mind your business and leave those people alone, whoever they are. And I'm sorry for being rude if you're taking that I'm being rude, but sometimes people need to be told that they just need to mind their business and leave other people alone. Okay? Let other people go through what they're going to go through. Let them make their own decisions, and stop asking about other people's lives when it doesn't have anything to do with yours. All right. So the moon basically is the people try to use the moon to destiny swap, which is, again, is stupid. But they were trying to use the moon to wane something out, like to take something away from your finances. This person wanted your blessings to come to them rather than to come to you. Yeah, I'm specifically getting from Shiva that you need to mind your business when it comes to those two people. Because there's obviously something else going on with them, and that's between those two people. So this moon energy is like telling me that these people were being tested. Basically, God was testing these people when it came to you. This Four of Pentacles energy literally is your energy. This is what God gave you when you came into this lifetime, which is like obviously gifts and skills and abilities, but it's more than just that. It's an inheritance. It could be a gift, a large sum of money. You know, you could be changing your residence at this time. Don't tell anybody where you're going or where you're moving. Don't even tell anybody that you're leaving. Okay. Because these people want to follow you wherever you go, but they're not going to be able to do that. So literally, yeah, somebody may be wanting to be really self-centered about your gifts. Maybe they want the money that you make from your gifts to come to them. Who the fuck does this person think that they are? 10 of Swords. It doesn't matter. They're about to be freaking eradicated from this planet. 10 of Swords is like, this person is, oh, I did all this moon magic on collective, but now I'm the victim. You know, they want to pretend to play victim. Whatever. Let this person pretend to be the victim. God is going to freaking slap them with negative karma, you know, over and over again until they acknowledge that they've made a mistake. Which could be never. This God may end up taking this person's life, aka the death energy, for this stupid ass plot. King of Pentacles. Yeah, there was, you know, some weird ass man wanting to make deals, wanting to pimp you out for your abilities. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Wanting to pimp you out for your abilities. That is crazy. Yes, prayer for everybody that's under psychic attack. This person wanted you to make a deal with the devil. This King of Pentacles was working with the Queen of Wands. Okay. Somebody that thinks that they're the hottest, like this is the Queen of Wands is the pretty privileged person that thinks that they're, you know, fucking pretty privileged or whatever. Anyways, this Queen of Wands was saying something to the King of Pentacles, like that, oh, I can get this person for you. I can get them to work for you. I can get them to use their gifts to help you, all this other shit. And this person will not be able to do that. And so this Queen of Wands made a deal with the devil through the King of Pentacles, and now it's time to pay up. And this Queen of Wands doesn't want to pay with their own soul. They want to pay with yours. And God has said, stay out of my child's business. My child's business is my business because my child works for me. So you trying to intervene on their divine life purpose and trying to get all up in their energy, you're trying to find out secretive information about my bigger plan. That's how God feels about this. Like, God's like, get the fuck out of the way. Point blank, period. Get out of the way. You are in the way. You are being a pestilence and a nuisance, Queen of Wands, and you are in the way of my child's divine destiny, fulfilling the plan that I have created for them. You are standing in the way, and you need to move, or you're going to get ran over. Foolishness. See, these people were fools. To think that they could sell the soul of somebody else is insane to me, or sacrifice somebody else. Like, that's insane. These people didn't give you your soul. They can't take it away. The fuck is wrong with them? I mean, we've got to be dealing with some really retarded idiots, some really brain dead fucktards, like some stupid shit for brain weirdos to be thinking like that. And these people never have a thought in their mind of like, what happens if this happens to me? What happens if this backfires? That's crazy. They try to, like, literally these people are trying to protect themselves from a backfire by putting a spell out there of no return to sender. Dude, the collective isn't going to do a return to sender, because why would the collective even need to defend themselves from you? The spiritual realm's going to do it for the collective because you're standing in the way of God. You're trying to negotiate somebody else's talents, gifts, and abilities, their inheritance that God gave them. You're trying to make deals with the devil over some shit that you don't even possess, that you'll never get your greedy ass fucking hands on. Yeah, because you're too strong. Your abilities make you too strong. Like, seriously, for these people to do anything to you. 1111, you're getting a new beginning. You're jumping through this portal. And again, like, when you shift your frequency to a higher vibration, the world around you changes. And you'll find that you change the world by changing yourself. That's literally how it works. And, you are extremely strong, a very powerful person. You have been calm, you've been patient, you have been compassionate, you've been empathetic, you've been sympathetic. And you've been a good person to people who are not good people. And they wanted to take advantage of you because they saw that you were a good person. And they didn't realize, that you are a good person because you are a physical embodiment of God. You were not created from a bad seed like these people whose parents should be tracked down and slapped the fuck out straight up for even creating these dumb pieces of shit. These people's parents, it'd be better if these people were never born. But since they do exist, God is going to use them to thrust you into an ascension, basically. And then once you go through that ascension, these people are no longer needed, and then they will be discarded like the pieces of garbage that they are. They only got away with doing this shit to you thus far because God needed you to go through a spiritual awakening. And that's the only reason that they exist. Yeah, this is your time to enter into wish fulfillment. The 10 of Cups here. This is your time. Literally. It means a problem is being solved for you. You're not going to have to do anything to resolve this issue. And if you do have to testify in court, or anybody comes forward to inform you about the crimes that these people were attempting to commit on you, then testify in court. But don't be afraid. You're not up under judgment. Nobody's looking at you like you did anything wrong. They're looking at these people like they're absolutely fucked up, like they are just messed up people. Trust that God knows the next step for you to take, because the divine does know where you're headed. It's not revealing the entire picture to you because it doesn't want these people seeing it and trying to follow you. That's why keeping your move in silence, and keep your next moves close to your heart. Don't reveal them to other people. Page of Cups. This ridiculousness. This Page of Cups energy is always about somebody who's like younger, superficial, very much vain, shallow individual that has a fishy offer. Who is this Page of Cups? Does it even matter who they are, Holy Spirit? They're a very ambitious person, just say. So you could be like a seasoned person, like you're in your season right now. This is your time to thrive and to win and to complete your work and all that. This is your time. These people had their fucking time, and the time for this Page of Cups it won't be for another 30 flipping years. Okay? Their season will be 30 years from now. They could be 30 years old. Their season could be their 60s, where they get the things that they want. But this person is trying to jump into whatever career that you do. They're trying to do something just like you, and they don't realize that they could try to copy your formula to the exact T, but it's not going to work for them, because this is path that you're on is not meant for these muggle people. Literally, it's not meant for them. This false prophet weirdo, wants to lead people down a vain, superficial, false path, shallow ass path. They want people to turn to materialism, not minimalism. These people will fail because of their love for physical objects. Had they loved God rather than these physical items that they want, this person would be able to be in a position and be in their season. But they're not going to be in their season because they probably won't figure out to love God until they're probably in their 60s, like literally. And this person wants to jump on your timeline, jump in your seat, jump in your position, and do the work that you're doing. And they're not even called to do that. This person's supposed to be something else. Not you. The world gave this person their own individual name that's separate from your name. That's not your name. So why does this person think that they're supposed to be you? It's super weird. Who's telling this like younger person that they can just hurry up and learn whatever this is that you do and step in it and do it like they're a seasoned person? Nobody wants advice from a young. If this is about reading cards or being a psychic or being an intuitive, nobody wants advice from a young, superficial person that only focuses on physical bullshit, that doesn't care about anything deeper than that, and that has no real life experience going through any. Why would anybody want to listen to advice coming from somebody that's never gone through anything, that couldn't make it through not one trial or tribulation that you've been through? People don't need advice from individuals that don't know fucking anything about life. So maybe that person should have thought about that before trying to kick you out of your spot and replace you. Like you could be replaced. Bitch, please. 3. This person, they thought that they mastered something. They thought that they mastered something. Yeah, you're being seen as the star. You hold the actual talents and traits and abilities to shine. And this person is seeing you shine, and they're throwing a little fit, an adult tantrum. It's not fair. No, it's absolutely 100% fair. This person has been through difficulty after, like, you have been through difficulty after difficulty after difficulty. All these problems that are just negative unjustified karma were not predestined for you to have to go through. Just you had to go through all these things because other people abusing their free will. No, it is fair. You've had to go through all the shit that you're going to be able to guide others through. You've had to actually survive it and go through it. This person hasn't gone through anything. They can't even make it through a fucking breakup. This person would probably slit their wrists and whine and cry over being dumped. Like, literally, they're super immature. It's absolutely 100% fair that you're in the position that you're in, and that you have this star ability, and that your dreams for the future are coming true. It's 100% fair. What is this? What are they talking about with that shit? It's not fair. I can't just knock them out of the way and be them. Like, come on, immaturity. How disgusting and unattractive is that? Like, being immature and lacking common fucking sense is not attractive. Seriously. It's same thing with being broke. Being broke is not attractive either. These people are all that, and they're broken. How can somebody who's broken on the inside help anybody else? Come on with this shit. It's common sense. 2, these people, they were taking steps towards changing your future. And I thought they were going to do this through the evil eye or whatever other nonsense. Get real with this shit. Since when does witchcraft do anything to God's people? Witchcraft, there are some people need to recognize, understand, and accept the fact that there are some people on this planet that you cannot put up under spell work. And it doesn't matter what type of witchcraft you use, it's not going to affect this person. They're in their position of power. They're standing in their power. They're owning their gifts. They're doing what God commanded them to do. You think God's going to allow this person to be touched by your nasty ass fucking witchcraft? Your low vibrational bullshit? Absolutely fucking not. Delusional. And it's crazy that these people just go around doing witchcraft on any old person. They don't check to see who they are in the spirit. They don't check to see who's protecting that person. Like, who is that dumb to just go around attacking any person? That's why you'll never see me do shit like that. I don't want God to fuck me up. And I know that if I made a mistake, God would punish me immediately. So I don't fuck up like this. Okay, these people are in poverty because they spend all of their money on superficial bullshit items that they do not need. And I'm just going to say this in general. This Queen of Wands is very known for doing this dumb shit, for spending all of their money on shit that they don't need. Okay. And I'm not dissing anybody that likes name brand stuff or nice things. Everybody has the right to choose what they want. But this person spends a lot of money on shit that they're not going to use, things that they don't need, things that just take up space in their home. And they feel like they need these things, but they don't. You know, one thing I think, if I was a man, I'm not, but if I was a man, I would be very unattracted to women like this Queen of Wands, that think that their pretty privilege will get them whatever they want, and then they want to spend all of their money and everybody else's money on shit that they don't need. You know, that's unattractive. In my perspective, I think that is very unattractive. It's just not attractive. I wouldn't want to be with a woman that wants to spend all my money, or that wants to buy a bunch of shit and fill up my house with a bunch of shit that they're never going to use. Like, seriously, that's gross. Now, if they have their own mansion to fill, and rooms to fill the shit up with, fine. But this person doesn't have that. They're operating from the basis of being impoverished. This is like the type of person that drives a Lexus and is on, food stamps and shit. They're abusing the system. That's who this Queen of Wands is. because they've always been poor and they've never had money. All they want to do is spend, spend, spend. Anytime they get any money, they have to spend it immediately. That's unattractive. I would not want to marry or date anybody like that would expect me to spend all of my money on them and do all this dumb shit. Women need to stop and take responsibility for their own actions. Stop trying to put it on the man to have your nails done, to have this, to have that. Like, what is this dumb shit? Stop it. I literally think somebody just needs to tell these people to stop it already. I pity the man that marries that person. Five of Cups. Anybody that marries this person is going to be in regret. They're going to be crying over spilt milk. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Wish I didn't do a, type thing. Anybody that even knows this Queen of Wands is going to be in regret. And this is a major loss. Like this, that's too many cards at once, Spirit. This person is losing their finances. They're losing their financial stability because it wasn't theirs. They were siphoning from you. That's why this person is being either in the Six of Pentacles. Literally, they're having setback after setback after setback. This Queen of Wands lost. If you were friends with this Queen of Wands and Queen of Loss, literally, if you were friends with this Queen of Wands and they lost you, then they lost a real true one. This person could be getting divorced. The Six of Pentacles energy is about this Queen of Wands wanting to be the one that divvies out your blessings. They're a blocking blesser and a blocking siphoner and a thief and a weirdo. And they're deceitful and they're a liar. Okay. So this Queen of Wands could have to pay back the court, or they could have to pay back something in a relationship. Whatever deal they made with this King of Pentacles, this Queen of Wands owes this King of Pentacles a lot of money. Maybe she took out an extra mortgage on the house or whatever to have witchcraft done on you. Whatever this is that they did, they're basically broke and they have to pay a lot of money. And they're pissed off about it. They'd rather sell your soul so that they can get the money back to pay this person. It's a big no. 5. The change is coming, you guys. This Queen of Wands was sending monitoring spirits to you to monitor your finances so that they could figure out a way to sue you or illegally take something from you. And all these monitoring spirits are being killed. Let's get the likes up, you guys. The High Priestess, because your intuitive nature has saved you from these people. You're a star messenger, okay? A psychic, a healer, a shaman, High Priestess, whatever you want to call yourself, whether it's an intuitive, a psychic, shaman, High Priestess, you know what I mean? You have natural abilities, ones that you were born with. And that's why you see these people whenever they try to come towards you, you see what they're doing. This person was trying to monitor your finances so that they could be the one to turn the tables in your life. This person wanted to be able to, change the trajectory of your financial well-being, and it's changing theirs instead. They wanted to strip a personal legacy from you, and you are protected. Archangel Michael, Temperance energy, you can balance your energy. Also, Temperance is showing up here, which means Archangel Michael is protecting your abilities. You could have had to defend yourself, 7 of Wands, against these people. You could have felt like, gosh, is this too aggressive, telling this person to F off? No, it wasn't, because what they had planned for you was insidious. Evil, shameful, and sadistic. And this person called themselves your friend. They were never a friend. They were an enemy the entire time. Seven of Cups, creating illusions about you. Stuck in their shadow side, can't balance their dark side, can't make anything right. These people are going to have to eat. They're going to have to drink out of every single one of those cups. This person could be losing their mental health. They could be literally about to go into a mental institution or go into jail. All right, let's get a conclusion. What do they need to know moving forward? Just continue to take steps towards your destiny. Continue to move towards the end goal. Complete your projects. Work on whatever it is that this divine light work is that you're doing. Don't give up on yourself. Don't think that God doesn't have your back, and don't believe not for 1 second that these people are going to get away with the illusions that they created about you. You're going to be able to sue these people for defamation of character because they tried to defame you and say a bunch of things about you that were incorrect. And this person knows what the truth is. They're just a liar. Okay. So if it ever comes out that way, take these people to court and sue them. Because I think that it's been enough of you being tortured and tormented for no fucking reason. Because you work for God and don't want to make a deal with the devil. Yeah, somebody wanted to take you out of the Queen of Pentacles energy. They don't want you secure. They don't want you stable. And they don't want you to be like loyal to your friends or family. They don't want you to be cherished. So the outcome is you're going to remain in the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of fame, honor, public rewards. 6 of Wands energy is coming towards you. A lot of it. Which means rewards for your hard work. You will get paid for your work. Okay. You will get monetized. You will be put in the algorithm. All right. It's going to pick you up. The thing is that these people tried to block something that they should not have tried to block. Okay. Because whatever you're building through your platform, through your work, through this project, you're building it with God. Okay. And when God is your foundation, who can break that foundation down? Who can bring down a foundation that the Most High God has established within you and around you? Exactly. Nobody can change God's will for your life. Nobody can change your destiny. Nobody can reroute your gifts. Nobody can block you. Whatever you were thinking people were able to do, no, they can't. Whoa. On the ground. And it landed with the number 5 being, so obviously you're like a cat that lands on its feet all the time. Change is definitely coming towards you, but it's a positive change. You guys are going through a huge shift at this time. Your frequency is ascending, and whatever this old vibration, it's staying in this other dimension. This part of you that needs to transform is dying. This old version of yourself that was afraid is passing away, and your brave, valiant, true, authentic self, your higher self, is coming to live into your physical vessel with you. These people are in the 3 of Swords. They are going to be betrayed. They were trying to stab you in the heart, possibly cause you a heart attack. These people could be suffering that. Okay, what is the outcome of this situation? What does the collective need to know moving forward? You are in charge of your reality. You're the creator of your reality. You're the one that has the power and the control and the ability to manifest whatever you desire into this physical world through your thoughts and your visualizations and your beliefs and your affirmations. So continue to love yourself, continue to do right by people, because the reason that none of this karma is going to stick to you is because you've done right by others. If you had been acting and behaving like these other people, you would probably get hit with their karma. They would be able to exchange something with you, but you are the complete opposite frequency as these people. There is no vibrational match. I always describe spell work as like spaghetti, taking spaghetti and throwing it at the wall, seeing what sticks. You don't hold a vibration that matches these people's witchcraft. So none of it's going to stick. Whatever they're trying to do to oppress you, to block you, to stop you, all of these blockages are going to be removed, and you are going to be propelled and ascended into your future to the position of power where you've always been and always have been meant to be. While these people stay in the past, let them stay in the past. Knight of Pentacles. You had a whole group of people that were coming up against you because of your financial stability. And you could be like, well, I don't even feel financially stable. I can't, I have bills that I still need to pay. You're still alive. These people are trying to put you out on the street and have you killed. Okay. So literally, they wanted the worst for you. Now the worst is happening to them. Page of Pentacles, there will be a personal legacy for you to leave your children. You will have something to offer them more than just a spiritual inheritance. It's your turn to spin the wheel. It's your season. Your children, these people that love to attack children and sacrifice other people's kids and do dumb fucking shit like this, just irritates me. These people, they need to understand that just like you are powerful, your children are even more powerful. So these people will not be able to touch not one hair on your children's head. And if they try, they're going to be permanently wounded. God will make sure that these people never, ever get up again. You are receiving justice, even if it doesn't look like it. Your justice is you being able to spin that wheel of fortune and have your destiny and fate fulfilled, the prophecy of your life completed, going through a Christ consciousness ascension, helping others find their way back to God. That is, and everything that you could ever wish or desire that's within your heart is part of this wheel of fortune. Because you cut these people off, Queen of Swords, you literally extracted them from your energy, you rebuked them, you silenced them, and you told them no. And that's exactly what you were supposed to do, is just ignore these people and move forward. Cut them off because they don't mean you any good, and keep them away from you. Okay. When you move, if you're relocated, do not tell anybody where you're moving. Do not even tell people that you are moving. They're going to have to walk away. Either way, whether you move or not, these people have to walk away dissatisfied and disappointed. They're very pessimistic anyways, so nothing is going to work out for them because of their attitude. I just heard that she's keeping a secret. So there's somebody that's trying to keep a secret against you, or they could be saying that you're keeping a secret. People are allowed to have secrets. Get over it. 7 of Swords, literally. These people are always running with knives while looking behind them because they've fucked over too many people, stabbed everybody else in the back. So obviously they have to behave like this. I would just ask God to return these people back their energy, their karma, and to make them have to pay for what they've done, because they've tried to stop your journey. And had you not had God in your life, these people would have succeeded. 10 of Pentacles. You need to thank God for these people's witchcraft backfiring on them, because it wasn't anything that you did that made the witchcraft backfire. It was something that the Most High did. Most High intervened for you. So you still have this 10 of Pentacles. This is what they were after the entire time, was your ability to have a home, a community, people in your life, all of this. These people should be very mindful about what they do next, because they're being watched by God and by the ancestors and by the angels. And these people have been stripped bare. They have no protection. They're not going to be protected in times to come. If there's days of famine, these people will starve because they put their trust and hope in mankind. They will be let down, and they will fail at everything that they attempt to do because they put their faith and trust in mankind rather than God. So obviously it's going to be a letdown. These people are not getting a hold of your destiny. They're not deceiving anybody about you. Yes, thank God for divine intervention. And these people are thinking like a victim. Let them martyr themselves if they want to. Like literally, I don't care at all about these people. I don't care what happens to them. And it's not being evil, not caring what happens to somebody else. These people were trying to destroy you, and they're going to jail. They're going to some spiritual prison. While you ascend, these fallen angels wearing human faces that were attacking you, those people are going to probably 1,000 years in prison spiritually, which means they're not ever, the gifts that they used and abused against you, they're not ever getting their hands on those again, and they will not be using those against you ever again. Okay. So thank God for your protection, and thank God for, you being a righteous person. Okay. I hope you guys enjoy your 11/11 portal. Okay, make sure you thank God, make sure you pray, make sure you stay in alignment and try to think positive thoughts. And just like how I was getting intruded with that psychic attack, negative spiritual slander bullshit. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to tune into the positive messages that the universe has for me. You can do that as well. So if you pick up any negative energy, just go, okay, there, I just need to tune my frequency a little bit more, and I need to listen for the good things that are there for me, because I promise you, your angels and your spirit guides have messages for you. They are guiding you and they are leading you to salvation. Okay, so know that and believe that in your heart and soul. Know that I love you. Know that God loves you. Until the next reading, you guys, peace be with you. Have a wonderful 11/11 portal day, and I'll see you in the new dimension. Bye, guys.